Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about Empties. You guys know I'm a total product junkie and I actually organized it a little bit. So we actually got some products here. I got all of my hair products in order. I've got all of my skincare products, all of my makeup, and even just the little things like my little Clarisonic brushes and my beauty blenders. We tried our best to really organize it. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see like a little organization video of how I put everything together. But today we're talking about Empties. We're going to be talking about those products I've used all up. So I have lots of skincare stuff to talk about, a little bit of hair care and a little bit of makeup. So if you're interested to see what I've been using or whether or not I would buy them again, then stay tuned because I'm about to get into it right now. First in my Empties is the African Pride Moisture Miracle Pre-Shampoo. This is their Detangle and Condition Pre-Shampoo. I'm not gonna lie guys, this is probably my favorite hair product ever in the history of life, and I'll tell you why. First, as somebody who's a lazy natural person, so I tend to really gravitate towards protective styles like wigs, braids, whatever have you. So for me, I'll wash my hair, get it cornrowed or flat twisted or whatever and throw my wig on. But I do have to do my 4-year-old's hair, and her hair is the same texture of mine. It's a little bit more on the kinky side. And so to detangle it, especially because I do think she's slightly tender-headed, can be a little bit of a struggle. But since I have used their pre-shampoo from this Moisture Miracle line, it has been so easy. I cannot even reiterate how easy it is to deal with your hair if you are tender-headed, if you have hair that tends to tangle very easily. And I just love this stuff. You literally get just like a pretty generous amount in your hand. You literally finger comb it through your hair, and literally your hand is enough. Like, you don't even have to get a brush. Like, if you want to go ahead and use a denim brush, that's fine. But your fingers are really enough, and it completely and totally detangles your hair from root to tip. I absolutely love it. So this has aloe and coconut water in it. It smells really good. It's a really light smell, so it's not over fragrancy. I usually don't like things that smell that have like a lot of fragrance. I'm always a little bit weary of those things, but this has a really nice, gentle, even kind of scent, and it really helps minimize breakage. It really is generous to your curls, and I really enjoy this product. So if you're looking for something to make wash day a lot easier, not only for yourself, but even if you have kids too, this is fantastic. Next up is a product you guys have heard me talk about over and over again, and I will continue to talk about it, and that is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I always get confused and think it's the Creamy Radiant Concealer, but it is Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the color Caramel. I absolutely love it. I'm wearing it today. Caramel is a little bit closer to my skin tone, so I typically use this to kind of cover up any blemishes or hyperpigmentation I have. And then I use the color right above it, which I think is called Suede Dorse. I could be wrong, for my under eye highlight and all of that. But this is just great stuff. It goes a really long way. It is absolutely worth the money. It's just the best concealer I've ever worn, and I have tried quite a bit. It's good stuff. It hasn't failed me yet. It's still a favorite. Absolutely will be buying this again. I might go to Sephora today or order online. If the light looks weird, the sun just keeps on coming in and out and doing what it wants, so. Next up is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. So this has a little bit of product left in it. This is in the color Rich 75, which I do believe is their darkest shade. So I wish they would have gone maybe like 2 or 3 shades deeper just to give it a full range for everybody to purchase. But for me, I use this color to contour, or I did anyway. I really like this product because the color payoff goes a really long way. You just need a smidge of product for it to do what it needs to do. You do not need a lot, which is why I think this lasted me so long, because I think this did last me like, I'm not even exaggerating, I think this has lasted me for like 1.5 years, if not a couple of years. Would not buy this again though. I don't know, and maybe I'm judging it off of how old it is, so it could very well be a thing. I think it's a little bit too intense for me. Like, it is very, very pigmented, and I do like a good color payoff just like the next person, but maybe this shade was just a bit dark for me to contour. Maybe I would try a color up. But as far as like actual concealer, using it under my eye and stuff like that, for me with the lighter colors, because I did order I think like 5 different colors of when this line came out, for my skin, you know, it just creased a lot and it's just a little bit too beat for me, you know. I think for somebody who likes it to be all the way beat, you can't see your pores, then this is definitely for you. You definitely will not need a filter when you use this. But for me, this wasn't my cup of tea. But if you like color payoff, if you really don't want to have to see your pores, you want something that is going to last, then this is going to be for you. It just wasn't for me, and I probably will not be purchasing it again. Next up is another favorite that I have mentioned in many of my videos, and that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in the color dark brown. We'll be purchasing this again. In fact, I'm using it, like I used it today on my brows, another one because this one is empty. And I usually buy these 2 or 3 at a time. It just works. They make my brows look good. It's easy for me to use. It doesn't look bad in person. It looks great in pictures. So if it's not broke, don't fix it, you know. I love this too because this is one of those products that lasts for a long time. So even if you don't wear makeup every day, this product, the lifespan of this is about 24 months. So it will not expire extremely fast. So love this product. Absolutely will be buying it again. My favorite eyebrow pencil on the planet. Okay, so next up is skincare. I'm going to be talking about a moisturizer. This is probably one of my go-to daytime moisturizers, and this is the Proteini Polypeptide Cream from Drunk Elephant. Absolutely love this stuff, you guys. Drunk Elephant sent this to me probably mid last year, and it was the first time I had tried it. And guys, I absolutely fell in love with it. Really, really good stuff. Drunk Elephant does a really good job with their products, but this was really great for me because this was a cream for the daytime that was rich enough and moisturized my skin well enough without making it feel sticky or oily, and that's really important to me too. And I absolutely love the container. So it comes in a little container like this, and you literally push it up and the moisturizer comes out. So I love it. You don't have to like squeeze and try to wring it out and do all this other stuff just to get the product out. So I love it. Funny enough, I actually have gone through 2. So obviously, not only would I purchase again, I have and will be purchasing it again in the future. So the next product I'm going to talk about is the Tatcha Bright C Brightening Serum. This was a serum that, if I'm not mistaken, you could use. I used it more in the evening just because vitamin C products, especially highly concentrated vitamin C products, can kind of irritate your skin, especially in the sun. So I use this at night. Tatcha is kind of like on the higher end as far as price point if you're thinking about your budget. I did really, really, really like this product. For me, I felt like my skin was a lot more even, a lot more smoother, and definitely brighter when I used it. And so literally so much goes a long way. You just like would pump it once and literally I could rub that in my fingertips and then press it into my skin. I probably saw a difference in my skin only after 2 to 3 days of using it. And that for me, especially for this price point, because it definitely wasn't cheap. I think this is closer to like the $70 or $80 range, if I'm not mistaken, but really, really good stuff. So if you're looking for a vitamin C product that's gonna brighten your skin and really make a difference, I would definitely suggest you try this. It did my skin wonders and will be repurchasing for sure. Next up is a toner. This is the Caudalie moisturizing toner, and this is probably one of my favorite toners that I've ever used because I think that toners get a bad rap. I think that toners kind of once upon a time used to be really, really harsh on your skin, would kind of dry it out. And this is the complete opposite. It absolutely does moisturize your skin. I like to squeeze this a couple of times on a cotton pad, and I go ahead and just rub it on my skin after I cleanse. So this is before even eye cream, before anything like that. I usually like to use the toner. I really like this not only because it's moisturizing, but because a little bit goes a long way. This is a container that is 6.7 fluid ounces, and it probably lasts me anywhere between 60 to 75 days. So it'll probably get me right before that 3-month mark. And I think that's great. Like, for the price point of Caudalie products, you really get your bang for your buck. So I absolutely love this. This is probably the 3rd time I've purchased this. Will absolutely be repurchasing again. I just think they do a really good job. I don't know if it says it on here, but I kind of feel, because of how moisturizing and gentle it is on the skin, I kind of feel like almost anybody could use this. I feel like even though this is a moisturizing toner, even though you may have oily skin, I feel like it wouldn't make you overly oily. I feel like it would probably just even out the pH of your skin, but definitely look into it. I think this is really good stuff. Will be repurchasing. Absolutely one of like my go-to skincare products for sure. And another note is that this is a toner that I use both in the morning and the evening. So I would use it both times of the day. Did not strip my skin, did not make me overly oily. Absolutely worth the coins. So this is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. Yeah, absolutely have repurchased this. I think I may have even talked about this in my last MT video. I would not be surprised at all. This is, to me, the best setting spray on the planet. It's definitely the best in the market if you ask me. It just holds everything in place. I have tried other setting sprays like the All Nighter and a couple of other brands, and for me, I just feel like for all day, for like an 8 to 10 hour day, nothing keeps my makeup in place quite like the Fix Plus. So not only will be repurchasing, but have probably at least a couple of times since this one, if I'm being honest. So let's talk about removing makeup, because that's a big thing. I'm probably going to talk about that in a separate video because it's just worth talking about. But for me, I like to use makeup remover wipes, and my absolute favorite has been the simple micellar cleansing wipes, or the micellar. I don't know if it's micellar, micellar, I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna say micellar. It makes me feel good in my spirit. So the simple micellar cleanse, they're my favorite. They just take all the makeup off, like it just removes it. Like, it's really, really good stuff. I like to use this after oil cleansing just to make sure my makeup is really, really removed at night before I even cleanse. And this is good. I can usually use these 2 to 3 times each time I need to take off my makeup, and it'll like get everything off of my skin before I need to cleanse my pores. And it's just good stuff, man. I think this is one of those like drugstore products that is just like the holy grail. And to me, it gives me a deeper clean than the regular simple makeup remover wipes. So one of my favorites. I know you guys, if you've watched my videos before, you've probably heard me mention it, but to me, it really does remove my makeup without it feeling stripped. I think that's the thing that really, really irks me. There's nothing worse than using a product that makes your skin feel super dry and irritated after using it, and this does not do that. So absolutely will be repurchasing. Speaking of micellar water, this is the micellar cleansing water from Garnier Skin Active. I love this stuff. My friends at Garnier sent this to me, and I like this because this is their all-in-one formula. So it'll even remove waterproof makeup, and it is really, really good stuff. Here's what I like to do. Sometimes I like to take my micellar cleansing water with my micellar makeup remover wipes, and sometimes I'll just put the water on there just to make sure I get the wipe even extra damp and really, really moisturized, so my skin really, really, really gets very clean, all of the makeup removed before I get into cleansing. I kind of feel like that double duty, in fact, does very much so help. I will say for me though, I didn't really notice a huge difference for me between the all-in-one formula and the regular formula, which has the pink top. But absolutely love this stuff, especially coupled with my simple wipes. It is a big game changer when it comes to removing my makeup. Next is the Mary Kay Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover. This is a really, 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 really good eye makeup remover. I will say, aside from makeup wipes, aside from micellar water, or even a regular makeup remover, you absolutely should have a separate eye makeup remover, just because eye makeup remover is a little bit more intense. You have mascara, you have liquid eyeliner, regular eyeliner, eyeshadow, so you definitely have layers of makeup on your eyes, and then that skin around your eyes is extra thin, so you don't want to be pulling and tugging at your skin using a makeup remover wipe and stuff like that. For me, I like to use an eye makeup remover like this one, and I use a cotton pad to go ahead and remove it. And sometimes when I use just regular micellar water and a cotton pad, I usually have to hold it on there for like 20 to 30 seconds before I wipe it off, because you really want that micellar water to break down the product. I will say for this, usually kind of putting it on instantly to up to 10 seconds, it will really break down even the super heavy eye makeup that I have. So I absolutely love this. This was the travel size, but I do have the full size. Mary Kay sent it to me, and I would absolutely purchase this and will repurchase once I run out, because it is really, really good stuff. Definitely one of the best eye makeup removers I've used. So to top off the makeup removal products, this is Clinique's Take the Day Off. This is their cleansing balm. So this was like the little smaller container, because the big container is probably like double the size of this. And I was checking out of Sephora one day, and I saw this in the checkout line where they have the little products in the line, which always get me, not that I ever need more stuff. And I was like, you know what, I've heard really, really good things about this. Let me go ahead and buy it and see. And absolutely takes all your makeup off. I absolutely love it. It really, to me, is almost like, it's a balm. So to me, it's almost like solidified, like coconut oil. And when you rub it in, it really starts to break down your makeup. I like to rub it in for about 60 to 90 seconds. And then I go ahead and either wash it off, or I go ahead and wipe it off with a makeup remover wipe, and then I go ahead and cleanse my face. But I will say, I really, really like this stuff. It really does feel like, I don't know, like it does feel like a balm for your face. So it's almost like, I have like a little bit in here, but it almost feels like kind of like, yeah, it really does feel like solidified coconut oil. But it's pretty much like this oil texture, and it's really, really great. Definitely going to be repurchasing the full size, because it is worth it, and it really does cleanse the makeup off your face. Next up is the Farsali Skin Tune Blur. This is a perfecting primer serum. I actually started using this, I think, after seeing Jackie Aina use it in a video. Her skin always looks so flawless, and it's just really, really great. I really do like it. I don't think that it's my cup of tea for like the warmer months, you know what I mean? For me, I kind of feel like I want my skin to be able to breathe a little bit more. Not that it's like overpowering or anything like that, but I will say this to me is more of a product for like the fall, the winter. And what I've realized is that I'm not really into it when you just like, pour it on your hand. It comes with a little dropper, so you can just kind of pour it in your, on your fingertips or your hand, and kind of like, rub it into your skin. I prefer to kind of put it into my, not my concealer, my foundation, and then put it on my face. To me, that tends to give me a better result than putting it on before putting on foundation separately. I kind of just like to merge them into one. And usually I'll put a couple of drops in my foundation, and it goes a long way. I will say, since we're now in the summer, I have not been using it at all, just because I want my skin to look a little bit more dewy. But if you're looking for something that's going to keep your pores filled so you cannot see pores, if you want something that's going to keep you pretty matte, then this is the product for you. Last but not least is the Sunday Riley UFO oil, which stands for Ultra Clarifying Face Oil. This is a good oil. I will say that. This is really good. This is like for those days that you have, a blemish and you want to kind of hit your face with like, hey, let's get rid of this. I think the UFO oil was really, really great. I don't think, it took me a pretty long time to get through this bottle just because I don't break out that much anymore. So definitely not complaining. This is a good problem to have. And I really am a huge fan of Sunday Riley products. I use their Good Jeans. I also use their, uh, it's the blue oil. I can't think of the name right now, but I'm a fan of their products, you know, so this was probably the third product I've purchased from them, and I really, really like this. It does also help manage and prevent blackheads, which is another skin issue I don't really bother with. So for me, I probably won't repurchase this. I don't think it was a skin match, you know. It is for, you know, somebody who may be a little bit more blemish prone or has trouble with blackheads. Really, really great product. On those days I did have blemishes, it really did knock it out. But it took me a really long time to get through this, even though the lifespan of this is pretty good. But it just really wasn't a skin match for me. So that does it for my Empties video today. If you guys like videos like this where I just talk about product, because obviously I have enough of it, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you would like to see on my channel next. And if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.